just so much more satisfying doing my makeup using my phone camera. It just looks, I don't know. I feel like my mirror is like too far away. But yes, I'm still a little bit under the weather, but I am almost out of the woods. Get a phone call. Anyways, I have not been doing nothing this whole time that I've been sick. And, well, I mean, apart from like some magic, you know. But, like actual work responsibilities, I have not been doing anything related to the business at all for a few days now. Apart from the fact that I was definitely not motivated, it just didn't feel like it was the time to do that. And now that I am on the other half of this sickness slump, I feel like it's right, and that's what it is. It's also I'm doing my makeup. I have not done my makeup. Shit, I don't think I've done my makeup in over a week. Which, I don't know. Take it however you want to take it. Actually, no, I'm lying, because I went out for my friend's birthday. Well, today's Friday, and that was Friday. So actually a week ago. Yeah, in a week. And before that, it was probably like another week that I hadn't done my makeup. Just because I'm working from home right now, and I've fully embraced the bumness of it all. I'm not trying to say if you don't wear makeup you're a bum, but for me, if I'm not wearing makeup, for me that's bum mode, because I'm always wearing makeup. So that's what that means. And it also doesn't mean that when I look in the mirror without makeup on, I think I'm the most hideous creature in the world, because I don't. There are days where I look myself in the mirror and I'm like, damn girl, your skin looks good. You know, good days, bad days. And I have no idea what I used last time I did the makeup, because I switch my shit up all the time and I have tons of products. But I'm just gonna occasionally show you what I'm using. Damn, my lips look crispy. The Airspun, I don't think I used this last time, because this actually has a very like, it almost leaves like a light luminescent cast. Like, you'll see what I'm talking about. But like, it's almost too light for my skin color or my foundation color. But I found that if I just use enough bronzer, everything is just fine. And I like doing that, number one, because I love using bronzer, but number two, I have so much freaking bronzer, I need to use it somehow, so I figured it's a good way to use my bronzer. When I first learned how to really beat my face, like 1,000 years ago, I would take so long to do my makeup because I wanted to do every single step. And I would take like probably over an hour to do my makeup. And I wasn't even doing like crazy intricate like designs on my face. Like, I'm talking about like, maybe for some people it's a bit much, but for some other people it would have been like a glam look. But anyways, when I used to beat my face to the gods, I used to do cream contour. So it was like the very thick foundation, the cream foundation, all over my face, and then the cream darker foundation for like the contour, and then I would do like the buffing with the brush. Like there was no beauty blenders back then, or maybe there was, but I wasn't using it. Like everybody was using brushes at the makeup pros were all using brushes. I don't think beauty blenders became popular until a few years after. And just in case you don't know, yeah, I'm a 90s kid, so I don't know how old you think I am, but and I'm not telling you just yet. Not that I'm hiding it, I just like the mystery sometimes. Especially since I be sharing sometimes a little too fucking much, you know? Something's gotta be a mystery around here, sometimes. I feel like I have not been on YouTube in forever, bro. Especially because the last video that I posted, I had recorded like, I think weeks ago, like weeks before I posted it, and it was just sitting in my like little drafts or whatever, and I couldn't quite get myself to post it because I just wasn't in the mood. And the thing about me is that YouTube is not a job for me. Like it's a job for me in the sense that I signed up for it because I want to be able to push myself in ways that if I hadn't gotten on YouTube, I would not. And I know that it's probably confusing to some people that follow me on Instagram because I only recently changed my username on Instagram to Jasmine the Sage. Before that, it was just jasmine.r13. So R, my last name's first initial, and then 13, my favorite number. But I felt like I was living almost a double life. Like I had like my Instagram image, which was a lot of what people from school follow me on there. And I'm not just talking about like colleagues or students. Like I'm talking about like people that I've done internships with and for. So like administrative people, some of them follow me on there, as well as a lot of the people from my past, a lot of the people from like when I was part of that bike life, promoters, old friends, even people that I used to work with and worked for. So it's like a totally different me that I was showing back then, because number one, we all changed, so I'm a different person now no matter what. But also like showing my craft and my spirituality, it was not something, and I've said this before on this channel, so this isn't anything new, but maybe somebody hasn't like fucking seen that video, so whatever. It wasn't something that I was planning on doing. I thought I was gonna be a witch that was just a witch in her room. Like I wasn't gonna go out there and look for nobody. Like I was gonna be solitary in the most solitary way possible. Like I don't know how else to explain that. But yeah, like I was never gonna try to find a community. I was never gonna try to like meet people on the internet, like not even under a pseudonym, ugh, whatever. Like that was never my plan. I really was not. So from having that mindset, and this is all because of fear of being judged. And this is another reason why I post shit like this. Why I'm posting myself looking like this from zero to hero. No, but like, you know, like posting myself in like what the fuck is going on with my hair? I don't know. I'm like, I think probably 60 to 80% of my videos, I'm wearing a fucking t-shirt. Like this would not be something that I would have posted. And then also like during the time, like if you notice my Instagram followers, I have like over 10K followers. Those were all built off of the image of this like pretty biker chick. And she was also like, I don't know, maybe like 50 pounds lighter than what I'm walking with right now. So I had this whole like curated image, and I was proud of that. And you know, when everything started changing and my priorities started changing, because I had decided she's gonna be a physicist, and obviously like that's not the case right now, but yes, I got my physics degree, but I'm not pursuing that anymore. And that has a lot to do with like my spirituality and finding myself and continuously asking myself, what do I want? Not what do other people want, what do other people expect of me? And it continuously becomes harder the deeper you're into whatever path you're into. You know, like you can change your mind when you're in your undergrad still. Obviously, I changed my mind plenty of times still too, like, but I just ended up like always going back to physics because it seemed like the most general thing that I could use later on if I ever wanted to use my degree down the road, you know. But I changed my mind so many times because I did not feel a true pull anywhere, like apart from the prestige of like being able to say, oh yeah, like I got a physics degree, yeah, you know, it's like so hard and I did it, so I must be so fucking smart. Like that was like a huge driver for me to even get that degree, apart from the fact that I fucking loved like the whole idea of the complexity of the theories, like to think that I had never even taken a fucking physics class. I hadn't even taken a chemistry class when I was in high school. The only thing I took was fucking bio, you know. And like math, like I think I finished geometry and then I was done with math. So to think that like now I've taken like so many math classes and like I've proven so much to myself, like I'm trying not to cry now. I need to relax. I need to relax. It's just a fucking like little chatty get ready with me. It's not nothing fucking crazy. But yeah, all this rambling just to say, what was I fucking saying? I don't even know. I know that I was talking about changing my Instagram name to Jasmine the Sage, but that was like a huge moment for me. And it was a huge moment for me because, number one, what that name says. Like, generally when you see somebody that says Jasmine the Sage, or any name the Sage, or any name the something, you're assuming that this person at least thinks that they fit some type of qualification to use that name, or this person is a comedian, and I am both. No, but I'm a fool. That's part of it. Okay, now see, this is the thing, my brain be jumping all over the place because now I want to talk about me laughing at everything, because I can laugh at almost everything, and that can be a very negative thing because a lot of people get offended when you're laughing because they don't understand why you're laughing, and a lot of people think you're making fun of them. And it's not that you're making fun of them, it's just that you take, oh my god, I don't want to get so emotional. Some of us take life so fucking seriously sometimes to be able to laugh at whatever, especially if it's like something like hard or something small, is an accomplishment. So I love being able to take whatever moment in life and find something funny in it. And I love it when I meet other people that can do that too, because life's too fucking short. Life's too fucking short to be so serious all the fucking time. And it doesn't mean that you think that things that are serious are a joke. It just means that you can laugh at life, because life can be hard and ugly and scary and violent and scarring, but it could be so many other things too. Damn, I'm gonna mess up my makeup. But yeah, like, brain, come on, what were we talking about before? Yeah, I guess I was just trying to say, yeah, I laugh at a lot of things. I've gotten in trouble for laughing at the shit that I laugh at. By teachers too, by the way, which is funny because I'm not even the type of kid that participates in class because I get social anxiety and I don't want to be wrong because, you know, so I don't even participate in class. But like, there's been times where like the professor's literally talking about how we're shit, or how like we're horrible students, or how, you know, we did horrible in this exam, and I think it's funny. I think it's funny. And I'll be like, you know, laughing, and they'll give me this death stare, like, why are you laughing? This is your grade. And I'm like, that's why, because in the past that would have mortified me. In the past, knowing that a professor is telling us that we're shit, or that we're stupid, or that nobody passed the test, or whatever the hell they're telling us to make us take it more seriously, would have devastated me, because I was always taking it more seriously. So for me to be able to laugh at it, to me, is a triumph. So it's like funny, right? Because it's like this like weird little like cycle. Like, you go from taking it so seriously that you're like literally killing yourself with stress, to being able to finally overcome that and laugh at it. And then you have people who try to pull you back into that and be like, no, you need to take it seriously. Like, no, the fuck I don't. Because life is too fucking short. And if I get a phone call that somebody that I love is on death's bed, fuck this test, fuck this degree, fuck everything, because they're more important. And a lot of people don't get that. Because a lot of people would be like, oh yeah, well, dying is part of life, so I'm gonna just keep doing my thing, and I'm gonna, like, fucking accomplish my goals, because we're all gonna die anyway. And I'm like, you know, like, that's your priority. Like, you choose what's important in your life. Like, are the people you love more or less important than you accomplishing X, Y, and Z? Because when you're dying, I bet you'll change your mind if you say it's X, Y, and Z. But now I'm just fucking... whatever. This is how my brain works. Oh, I'm also drinking. So after, maybe not today. I don't know when. My friend gave me this. That's so cute. She gave it to me a year ago or so. This is the first coffee that I've had in like over 6 weeks, which, I'm recording. Well, I'm already done recording it because yesterday was literally the last day of the 6 weeks. I was on this cleanse and repair program for my gut and my liver, and there's no coffee during the whole time. So that's my first coffee, but I say coffee because it's actually decaf, so it's mainly chicory root because that's what they make decaf, or at least they do. So yeah, like, if you guys are okay with decaf, or you're okay with a natural alternative, well, coffee is natural, but something different than coffee that kind of tastes like coffee, then chicory root is a good one. And then I used a stevia leaf sweetener. I don't like using honey or sugar, things like that. I usually use stevia leaf, or I like also using monk fruit. Monk fruit is really good as a sweetener. But yeah, that's like my first coffee. Thought I would tell everybody for some weird reason. And what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, changing my name on Instagram being a big fucking deal. Because I had, like, to me, like, YouTube was my safe haven. And that's why I, like, to me, like, no shade to people who say, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, no shade. But I don't ever say those things, because for the longest time, me posting a video was like, I can't even look after I post it. Like, if somebody comments, like, if I see that somebody comments, like, if I was to see a notification, I don't have notifications. I don't know if you can, if somebody comments. But, that's another thing. I have notifications off on my phone, because I'm gonna pick and control when I check in on social media and decide if I'm gonna reply. Because that's also another source of anxiety. Like, to have your phone going off like fucking crazy over, like, likes or comments, like, hell no. Like, okay, whatever. Another tangent, but let me finish what I was saying. Yeah, so, like, I wasn't even encouraging people to subscribe or like it. The only thing I've ever encouraged is interaction, in terms of, like, you know, if you have experience with this, or if you have something to share in regards to this, or if you want to talk about this, go ahead. Because I think, like, every YouTube video is an opportunity to kind of have, like, a mini forum underneath, in terms, like, conversations related to the topic of that YouTube video. But I wasn't, like, trying to make people interact with me, because I just, for the longest time, I was trying to hide. Which probably sounds like a load of bollocks. I don't even know if I use that right. It probably sounds like a load of bullshit, because, like, anybody that knew me during the time that I was, like, in the bike scene, and I don't think any of those people follow me on here, because I have not, this goes back to changing the username of my IG. I have not announced it ever on my Instagram that I have a YouTube channel. Which I know sounds crazy to some people, because I have, like I said, over 10,000 followers on Instagram. But most of those people were following me because I would post half-naked pics on my motorcycle. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it doesn't really translate a whole lot to, you know, what I'm doing now with my YouTube channel. And I was so afraid of being rejected specifically for my spirituality, because obviously, like, if you identify as witch, or maybe even as pagan, neo-pagan, spiritual, you may not fit into any box. And that's scary for a lot of people who are in boxes. And I just felt like, oh great, here's another thing that's gonna alienate me. When we all usually want to belong to something, somewhere, somehow. So I was really hesitant to letting anybody know about my spirituality. I think I started like actually putting up small videos or pictures of spell work to a close friends group on Instagram, but I haven't really used the close friends group in a while, and I've slowly been letting parts of my craft bleed a little bit into my Instagram. And then it got to the point where I continuously have moments of growth and moments of, like, I call them spiritual growth, because when I get those, like, I don't give a fuck, like, I'm gonna post what I want to post, and this is my spirituality, this works for me, this has given me this has given me that, then I'm just like on one, and I'm just gonna do something. So I've been in those moments a lot, and that led me to change my IG name to Jasmine the Sage finally. Took me forever to get to that point. But yeah, so like, when I stopped riding my motorcycle, I lost a lot of followers. I think I was close to like 20K, and then I stopped riding my motorcycle because of, like, that's a whole other story. I want to eventually ride again. It's not that I don't. But I made school a priority, and I kind of let that part of my life, like, kind of take a dive. Because I was going to bike nights multiple days during the week, going to bike events on the weekend, going on rides, and then I didn't even have a car at that time. Like, my only mode of transportation was my motorcycle, and I had two at that time. So if I was working at the time, because I had, like, I would work and then have off, and then work and then have off. So when I was actually working every single day, my ass was on my bike every single day. And then that's what I did for fun. And then the people that I hang out with, they all rode motorcycles too. And I'm still friends with some of those people. Like, some of those people, they're like some of those people are just in it just because whatever. But some of those people are really fucking good people. But yeah, when I stopped writing, I lost a lot of followers, and I already knew I was gonna lose a lot of followers. I was like, that's okay. It is what it is. Like, I give a fuck about a number. Like, I'm not trying to be, like, famous. Like, I don't even think I could handle it right now. Especially not back then. Being famous sounds atrocious. But I was like, yep, I'm gonna lose followers because I'm gonna stop posting the pics that I post, the videos that I post. I'm gonna stop writing with a lot of people. Like, I know I'm gonna lose followers, and that's okay. And yeah, right now I think I'm like at 12K barely, and there's nothing wrong with that, but that number still looks huge to me. And even though, like, hardly anybody looks at my stories, there are moments where I'm very hesitant before I post a certain story because of the reactions that I might get, or because of the judgment that I'm afraid of getting. And that's something that I'm continuously working on. And like I said, I have a lot of fuck it moments, a lot of spiritual growth, spiritual growth fuck it moments. I have a lot of those moments, and I love having those moments because they give me power to think that yesterday I would have been shitting my pants if I thought I was going to post this. And then today I'm like, what they gonna do? What they gonna do? So, I'm not even done with my makeup. I'm just over here taking off the braid because I was getting on my nerves. But, yeah, talk about a conversation. I really did not know I was going to even talk about all this on here. I kind of just thought that I was going to talk a little bit about how I'm going to be posting that, like, whole thing that I vlogged while I was doing the 6-week cleanse and repair program. Which I'm going to be editing soon, but yeah, I'm going to be editing that soon. I'm going to be posting it up. It's a lot of content though. Like, it's going to probably be multiple videos. If you know me, you already knew it was going to be that, because no, I don't want to use this palette. I have a lot of, like, bronzing. Like, this is the P. Louise one. Look at all those bronzers, and I've used almost all of them, but I have this other palette by Sunset Makeup, And it's all bronzers too. So this is the one that I actually want to use. And sometimes when I put this on at first, it scares me because it's so pigmented, but all you gotta do is keep buffing. So first start with my forehead, or I should say my 5 head. See, it looks so nice and subtle in the camera, and like in the mirror, it looks, not that it's not subtle, but just bronzier. I can't even tell that I put it on the camera, I think. Boop. Yeah. Just love the bronzy look. I also love the pale look. I love all the looks. I love the glowy look, but it's like one of those looks that I just can't do because, you know, when you oily. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to do a video where I'm actually chatting. Like, YouTube has been so wonderful for me, and I don't know, like I know that a lot of people are hesitant to like make videos and stuff like that, and they have all this pressure to be perfect, and you know, like those videos that are like the ones you aspire, those like aesthetically like beautiful videos, like yeah, those are inspiration if you're like into that, and you know, wanting to improve and do everything at 100, like there's a moment and a place for that. But if you're like me and you are trying to work out of that perfectionism and you're trying to fight against, you know, like your harsh critic and your social anxiety, like you just need to let yourself be messy. You need to let yourself do the most fucking ugly video. Okay, maybe the most fucking ugliest one, but maybe to your standards, it's not where it needs to be and you just want to delete it. Like, you just need to get one day where you're just like feeling yourself and feeling really courageous and just upload that shit. Because, damn. Okay, maybe I fucked up when I did this. Who knows? Yeah, I think that was a little too much bronzer on my nose. Oh well. It's all over now. Yeah, you just need to just say fuck it and do it, because a lot of the times we are keeping ourselves prisoner. And maybe it's not like the point of your spirituality to like grow out of those things, but to me, that's the reason that magic is so magical. It's not just because it can maybe like fill a void or maybe bring you a little bit more of something that you want. I think it's that inner transformation, that transmutation that you learn as you're practicing. Because a lot of people are like, okay, I'm hesitant. Okay, now I'm going into a whole other topic. A lot of people are very hesitant to like do the magic because they want to be perfect about it. And then you have practitioners who, I don't want to say they're fear-mongering, but they're also telling you how to be perfect about it. So you kind of have this pressure of you have to do it this way, even though a lot of us tell you, you know, you have to go with your intuition or do what feels right. It's hard if you don't have that intuition because you've never practiced yet. So you haven't built it. Well, the only way to build it is by doing. The only way to tweak your magic is by practicing your magic first to be able to tweak it. And that means that you may have less than ideal outcomes in some of the magic that you practice. And that's where your discernment comes. So if you're really scared of fucking up your love life, maybe stay away from things that would touch that in any way, so that you don't accidentally do that if that's a fear you have. Because if you fear it, you might bring it forth by accident. And that's not an exact science. That's just what it is. I know a lot of practitioners also like to try to use the science model in magic, and you could do that to a degree. And I don't know if I've said this on here before, but science to me is also a paradigm. And I know that probably might upset some people, especially people who are science-minded, but I think science is a paradigm. Like there's too many things we don't know. There's too many things we just simply don't know. I'm just gonna stop talking because now I'm just going into like uncharted territory, and a lot of these people that talk about science on here, they actually have scripts. And I didn't have nothing, I'm just talking. So if they come for me, I guess they fucking come for me. I don't fucking care. I feel like a lot of people that use the science model take shit a little too seriously. And I'm not saying that magic is a joke and that you shouldn't take it seriously, but sometimes if you take it too seriously, you also don't get shit. I feel like there's a lot of give and take, and you have to be willing to put something forth or something on the table in order to get something back. And that could be different for everybody. But that's just the law of equivalent exchange. Oh my god, I'm cracking myself up. Okay, I need blush. Damn, this video is long. But yeah, like, I know, like, I have like I think I have like maybe 2 books on magic and science. And I've only gotten through one of them, but I've like lost my interest completely in like that right now. I think it's because I'm finally done with school, so I'm like just trying to stay away from it because I'm just so burnt the fuck out from it. And I'm also not trying to argue with people, and I know that people that are trying to like merge the idea of science and magic are very argumentative, and you know, I'm not fully convinced. Like, I don't know how to explain this, but like I've had internships where I worked with actual scientists, okay? I've seen how they gather their data for certain experiments and projects. I've seen how they work as a team. I've seen them have meetings from week to week. I know what it takes to get, well, not like firsthand, but I've seen somewhat of the process, what it takes to get a project funded. And it kind of reminds me of like the community, the magic community, when it comes to getting published too. Like, everybody that's a popular author usually knows the other popular authors or their friends, and I feel like that's a good thing, but it also seems a little suspicious. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think I want to do any eyeliner today. This is just like, she's gonna get work done today, look. And also my eyes, you know, I was crying a little bit earlier, so I don't want to irritate them with any eyeliner. I think this is good. I don't even want any mascara. I should put in some jewelry, but yeah, thanks for sticking around this long. If you did, I am going to be working on editing those vlogs. It's not like anything like super cute or aesthetic at all. It's literally me just talking about the cleanse and the products that I'm taking and the way that I'm eating and how I'm feeling about it. It lasted an entire 6 weeks. I did not record every day. Some weeks were better than others. And yeah, so that's just kind of what's coming up. I have other things I need to edit as well, but that's probably going to be the next video or 2 that you're going to be seeing. I just wanted to come here and check in. I hope everybody's doing okay. I know there's a lot of crazy shit going on in the world right now. On my Instagram, I will occasionally post political things, and I do follow a lot of political pages that I post from. So if you're interested in more of that, then go ahead and follow me on Instagram. The link's down below somewhere. Just look up jasmine.the.sage at Instagram and you'll find me. I tend to post a lot more regularly on my stories on IG, but I don't really post a lot of like personal stuff. It just really fucking depends. Go follow if you want. If you don't, then don't. If you're from YouTube and you're following me on IG, send me a DM and let me know so I can follow you back, because sometimes I don't know. But yeah, I hope everybody is feeling okay, and you know, don't forget to use your magic, witch.